Hi everybody, Wyatt Wallace, investor flipper here from Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm so excited to talk to you about my favorite app, DealCheck. It's amazing. You are going to love it, and I think you're going to love it for a number of reasons. One, because the people at DealCheck do all they can to get you a great deal, analyzing software, as well as you have options and reports, and that is what's going to make the difference, especially with all the new people getting into wholesaling these days. I want you guys to have the same presentation format that I enjoy, and that makes a big deal. Makes a big difference. A big deal because it's DealCheck. You get it? All right, cool. So with this app, which you can download, I will put an affiliate link at the bottom there. I do get paid a little bit for it, but not a whole lot. And I wanted to make sure that you guys have some sweet deals and a discount. So I'll give you that code at the end of this video. You don't have to worry about writing it down now. So the great thing about the app is that you go in here and you've got my DealCheck, my properties, purchase criteria. They can actually have lending resources for you, settings, my account, all that good stuff. There's a glossary that actually has some information about what the definitions are and all that good stuff that you'll actually be seeing in the app, which is really cool. And then they have some help center stuff. The folks at DealCheck are fantastic about answering questions for you. So analyzing properties is what we do. That is basically it. Giving offers and analyzing and giving the right offer is huge. So when you're working with rentals or BRRRRs, which is buy, rehab, refinance, rent, buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. And then just keep doing it over and over again. That's called a BRRRR. Flips, which I started with about 6 years ago, and wholesaling. And so when you get a contract, property under contract, and then you wholesale it off to another buyer. We're going to add a new property as a flip, one that I did, my very first flip, Ainlay Drive here in Nashville, Tennessee. We're going to search for it. So these numbers are from 6 years ago that I'm going to use. Nowadays, it's a lot higher, but I feel like it's really cool. So not only does it actually pull the information you need straight from Zillow and tax records, as well as Realtor.com, but it puts it in formats that are really helpful. So right off the bat, I can see that there's a change here, though. We did have 3 beds in this house initially, and perhaps the new sellers have reduced that back to 2. It was kind of a bedroom that had a sliding glass door to the back patio, or the back deck, which was gorgeous. But maybe in subsequent sales they said, you know, we'll just make this a dining room again like it used to be. Central air, it sure did have that, the whole bit. Right now Zillow puts the estimate at $217, which is fantastic. When I owned it, I bought it at $60,000. We put in $81,000 worth of work, or I'm sorry, $21,000 worth of work, and then sold it at $135,000. So it makes a big difference when you get, make some great money and all that good stuff. So I'm going to import and customize this because I know that things have changed a little bit compared to what's actually there. Property description, let's see here. So the actual number of beds is 3. Number of baths was 1. There we go. 888 square feet. Yep. Zoning was, I think, is an RS5, perhaps. Zoning just depends on your city and the whole bit, but residential is good enough for most of what you're working with. It was on the MLS when I got it. If you have an MLS number, it helps to calculate that in so you can find it. These numbers are a little different, so ignore this. And actually, I can reset the description, but I'll leave it in there. This description is nice in case people want to know where the schools and whatnot are. Okay, so that's set. Purchase worksheet. So like I said, bought mine actually as a foreclosure in 2014 at $60,000. The after repair value was $135,000, and actually Nashville was taking off like a rocket. And at the time, I thought the after repair value might be $95,000. When we bought it, it was initially, gosh, this is so different now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and enter in the total rehab costs. Cost is about $21,000. Mom and I did this over the course of a year, so 12 months, and we really just took our time. We had no money in financing, so the monthly carriage wasn't too hard. paid all cash for this property at that $60,000. That's incredible. Exactly $40,000 in profit. That's amazing because that's what we had and we split it. Oh my God, that is sick. It was $40,000. This calculator is so good. That is incredible. Wow. And here's what we did. Yeah, you can see the photo there. Zoom in and everything. Now they painted my red door back to white, and I feel like it blanded out the house because now the house itself doesn't match the roof anymore. The red actually pulled the colors together. I know, super lame, right? Super lame. Anyway. Yeah, so it says $60,000 to purchase. We put in $21,000 basically, and your profit was exactly 40 grand. That is amazing. This calculator is incredible. That's what we thought it was going to be, and it turned out to be that way. So 46% return on investment because I went all cash. You can do property analysis. So 60,000 purchase costs were $1,800. That's basically just title insurance, taxes and fees. Rehab costs were $23,100, and that includes the 10% overage, basically. So that's the oops money. Oops, I didn't know there were termites in this one room. Oops, I need some more windows. That's what that's for. Price per square foot, $67 square foot. Holding costs, $1,920. And it's basically $160 a month for holding costs, and that includes electric, water, taxes, and those are already plugged in, which is incredible. So thank you, DealCheck. The ARV, like I said, 135. Selling costs, that's basically 6%. Realtor fees, something like that. You can get anywhere from 5. People pay 7%, 8%. I've seen 1% list, but normally you have to pay another agent, so it can be 4%. Sale proceeds $126,900, which is what it was. Closing costs of $1,920. Yep, once again, and invested cash 84 grand, and then total profit 40,000. And so at the very bottom, it's going to have your purchase criteria and whether or not it passes. And you preset your purchase criteria. You say, I want to make a minimum of 20 grand. I want to make a minimum of 10 grand a deal. And then the 70% rule, for those who don't know, basically 70% of the after repair value, that's the ARV, minus repairs is your offer price. Okay, so $100,000 ARV means $70,000, and then if you have to put in $20,000 to fix it up, you can offer 50 grand, and that will give you the cushion within that 30% up top that allows for closing costs, agent fees, financing, and then your profit. And your profit should be somewhere around 18% of the whole thing. So you'd get 18 grand on a $50,000 purchase, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, and it took us about a year to flip this house, so we had that. Now, if we'd have done it faster, we would have probably made an extra grand. And for a year, it wasn't a terrible year. It was a lot of fun working with my mother. All right, so now that we do that, we got analysis done. You can check out your comps and the whole bit, and that's great. It actually pulls all kind of information. And if you go with the Pro version, which I recommend, that's what this code's going to help you for. Go with the Pro version. You can make your own comps. Like, you can not make your own comps, but you can pick out specific ones and add customized comps. Where DealCheck shines is reports and sharing. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you are brand new to the industry, you're probably not going to have great report features unless you pay a lot of money for it. Hundreds, thousands of dollars. That is the deal. And your stuff won't look that great, and people aren't going to trust you because your stuff doesn't look that great. But with DealCheck, your stuff's going to look amazing, and you can send your deal off to people that have been in the industry for a while, and they're going to go, oh my God, this guy knows his numbers, or this girl knows her numbers. Love it, okay? So it creates a report, and you can actually do an interactive report on this. And there's a link, and so you can send that link to other people. So I'm going to click View Interactive Report. Give it a quick second to generate.
And this link is online, and so you can send this to anyone in the world. And what it does, look at that. Look at that. It takes straight from Google Earth or Street View, and you can zoom in on that. And you can check out the neighborhood on the report. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? All right, so 1212 Anlay Drive, rehab and flip, prepared by your name. And then 3 beds, 1 bath, 888 square feet, purchase price, 60 grand, right? Cash needed, out of pocket, $84,900. And the reason was because we didn't do financing. Now, if you did financing, you might only have to put down 15, 20%, right? 20% probably, if it's your first one. And then you're looking at, of the purchase price, and they might even finance your rehab money. Profits looking like $40,000, return on investment, 46%. Here's some more details about the house. Here's the map in the Mira Meadows neighborhood. Purchase price, 60 grand, purchase cost, blah, 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 cash needed, perfect, okay? And then I can adjust this slider because I have an interactive one, and it tells me exactly how much I'm gonna make based on that. All right, profit, total profit, 40 grand. Yeah, return on investment, yeah. Oh, dude, this is a steal any day. I would do this deal today again if I could. Now, here's the thing. I didn't change the comps to reflect 2014 numbers. So this is 2020 numbers. And of course, this property is way better now. Valued at 180 grand. So keep that in mind. It looks like it was last sold in March of this year for 210. So there you go. There you go. It pulls comparable sales. Coursey is nearby. Connolly Drive nearby. Kipling, yep. And they just keep going up. Lots and lots of comps. And then you can put in your business name and logo, the whole bit, right at the end. Now, here's another version of this. And I like to do this one because it's already set. And it's a PDF and everybody can see it right away. You can even hide the address if you need to. Right, so this PDF comes out and it's got everything I need to quickly analyze the property. And I love the fact that on the very first page, it says all those 5 highlights, right? To someone who's flipping, I want to know how much it costs, how much money I need, how much I'm going to get back, and what the ARV is, because ARV tells me a lot about whether or not you know what you're doing. Okay, so for purchase price, you're going to look at $60,000, $1,800, the whole bit. You've seen those numbers before. Here's that cost overrun of 10% total, $23,100. Price per square foot, $26 in rehab dollars. And we were able to do it cheap because it's 2 of us working on it for a full year. Here's really cool too. Projected 12 months that would take you, on this, now I have more experience. It would take me like, I don't know, 2.5 months. Like, it's completely different now. But if it took you a year, you're looking at 40 grand. If it takes you longer than that, it starts to go down. But honestly, because we paid cash, all cash, on our first deal, my holding costs were only $160 a month. Like, that's it. Like, only $160 a month. I did not have a loan. So it didn't matter if it took me 12 months or 16 months. 16 months, I only lose $500 versus 12 months. It's like $500 for an additional 4 months. That's nothing in this real estate business. So keep that in mind. Your comparable sales, they're all pretty well grouped in there. That's all within a mile. I'm pretty impressed on that. Property photos, you can add lots of photos here that you take with your cell phone. And there's a sweet disclaimer on the end of it that says, hey, data sources provided by Zillow and Zillow's terms of use. And then, hey, report is provided solely for general business purposes for information. So do your own research. Caveat emptor. And you can change your contact information and all that good stuff on here. This is my real contact information. So if you guys want to talk about deals, you let me know. If you have deals, I would love to buy them. All right, so like I said, here's that VIP, here's that code for 25% off. So it's VIP 25 off. And you can do that after your 14-day trial of DealCheck. So you can get 25% off. I recommend you go with the Pro. The reason is that, like I said, you can customize your comps as well as customizing your logo for that sweet report and all that good stuff. And then you can add a whole bunch of properties that way. Now, you can always do this for free without going and upgrading, and that's really exciting. You'll just lose some functionality, but it's a great product. Software is amazing. DealCheck.
There's a link I will post at the bottom of this on YouTube here, and you can click on that link. And there's an affiliate link, like I said, and gives me a little bit of cash for what you do, but I'm telling you, it's gonna change your life. I probably, like I know on that first deal, it saved me $100,000 by not buying it 2 years ago. And now it is going to make me in the next 60 days about 50 grand. So like, keep that in mind. Like, it will make you great money because your presentation looks so good. And use that VIP code. And I'll see you later. Wyatt Wallace, thank you guys.